lovely rainy bike ride today. Well, keep forgetting I want to look at what time I start recording. Trying to keep these till 10 minutes. Well, yeah, it wasn't supposed to start raining until much later from when I started, but got caught in the rain. But what I wanted to talk about is I've had the Salsa Journeyer for 5,000 miles now, a little over 5,000 miles, 2 years of ownership, and I've just about upgraded everything on this bike. And yeah, not talking about like making it into a top tier bike, but just upgrading components to things that function better, make the bike fit better, feel better, ride better, handle better, stuff like that. So I want to say, since we have 5,000 miles, 5 things that I've done that to me were big time upgrades on the bike. And I have somebody coming up behind me. So first thing would be switching the bike from this is a 1x drivetrain, switching to a 42 tooth from the 40. Not a huge step in gearing, but definitely did majorly improve my my top end that I have on this bike. Because I was topping out in the 11th speed. I had to think about it because I've upgraded the bike to a 12 speed. Other thing that I'd say, I'll pull over and let him keep going. Make life easy for everybody. That way you can stay on the paved. Looks like they got the pumps running. At least one of them. It might just be flow through. I don't know. It rained a bunch. Second big thing would be the overall upgrade to the front end of the bike. Changing out the, putting the aero bars, going with the base bar. But you could really separate that into two. Wow, that water up there is going to be deep. Oh well. So, ow. I also feel like he's having fun, or she. The operator of the motor vehicle. Oh well. Everything's wet on the bike as it is. So, gearing, changing out the upgrading all the cockpit stuff. Like I said, you can separate that into one or two things. So, that was deep water. I was in, I'm gonna say about 6 inches deep of water. If I didn't have my phone in my bag on the bike, I would take a picture of this definitely. Or ducks. I guess they're ducks. The other thing would be adding all the storage on the bike. And I guess the more I think about it, everything I've done on this bike has been function. You know, the storage, whether it be bags for tools, supplies, on-ride stuff, nutrition, whatever. It all serves a function. Then there's, you know, the electronic side of things. Being able to get my ride data when I'm on the bike and look at that data and compare my data over time is definitely, you know, definitely a benefit. And I'm not saying any particular amount of stuff, or you need to have these sensors, or if you don't have this, you're not really getting the full picture. You know, put the sensors that make sense to you, or don't put any at all. Kind of like electronic shifting. I was fine with cable shifting, and I would have kept it. But in order for me to go to the setup I needed to run the base bar and an arrow bar and how I wanted to run everything, I had to go electronic. So, and I will say the benefit of electronic shifting is the flexibility of putting shifters where I want them, because they're wireless. So if I want to put a shifter, you know, wherever, I can. And, you know, I have two sets of shifters, the one on the arrow bar and another set under the tape on the base bars. And no matter which set of bars I'm on, I can upshift or downshift. Only thing I can't do from the arrow bars is adjust my saddle height or apply the brakes, but you know, it's one of those, if I feel like I'm gonna need to be on the brakes, then I'll ride on the base bar. If I feel like I'm okay with, you know, like right here, there's no people around except for the one person way up there. I don't see anybody coming down this. Chunk of rubber. And, you know, now if there were people or people walking their dogs, anything like that, then yeah, I would get on the base bar instead of these. I think it was a big thing having the dropper post, and I did that when I first bought the bike. Had that installed before I even picked the bike up, kind of in the, hey, go ahead and put this on. And again, with just like everything else, is it necessary? No. Is it a comfort and convenience feature for me? Yes. I like being able to, if I'm in a neighborhood, navigating around cars, stuff like that, I can just lower the seat down, or if I stop to do something, you know, I can just lower the seat down and sit on the bike like it's a chair. So, but yeah, that's about it. 5,000 miles, 5 upgrades, and I'm gonna do an upgrade recap one of these days. But anyway, have a good one.